Hi, I'm Jared Falk, and today we're going to teach you how to mic your toms. Now, a lot of you guys have been asking, how we get such amazing sounding toms, and the man behind the board is largely responsible for everything that you are hearing, and that's Victor Guidera. But before he gets into exactly how he mics and the miking techniques that he uses, I want to first say, and this is what Victor always says as well, is it starts with really good drums, drum heads, tuning, miking, EQing.
Then tuning, then the player. I mean, how you hit the drum is, absolutely.
So those are all important factors into how your drums are actually going to sound. So today we're just going to kind of focus on the miking techniques that we use as far as positioning, as far as mic choice and stuff like that. So Victor, take it away.
So what we use and what Jared and I both, what's our favorite tom mic is the Sennheiser E604. And it goes along with it's this 600 series that Sennheiser has. It goes along with our bass drum mic, the 602.
Now, I want to point out, I really like these tom mics for aesthetic reasons as well. I love how they just clip onto the drums, and you don't see a ton of wires, you don't see tons of stands. In some of our older videos, we used, I don't even know the brand, but there's longer.
421s, and they have an amazing sound as well. So if you can afford, and they're also much more expensive, so if you can afford the look of them and the price, I'd recommend trying them out as well and comparing them and seeing.
Cool. And so we actually mic top and bottom, and I'm sure, and Victor's going to get to exactly how he does that. So you guys can choose to do that if you have enough channels, if you have enough places to run all the cables. But most people, from my experiences, actually just run the tops, especially in a live situation.
Exactly.
I know in studio situations they'll mic the bottom and the toms, but even then it's more of a rarity.
Right. Yeah, and that's a part of a personal preference thing and my experiences through the years, and that's what I've landed on, and I like to stick to it.
Cool. So with that said, Victor, let's just get into it and tell us exactly how you're going to mic up these toms.
Okay, so like the snare drum microphone, the actual microphone is going to sit near the edge of the drum, and I'm going to try to point it towards the center. But with these toms, I'm not going to point it like the snare would be, where it's right at the center. Because if I do that, it's going to get a lot more snare in it, and it's going to get just a lot more of everything around it. So I'm going to make a little bit of a compensation here, and I'm going to point it downwards. Quite a decent amount. And also, if it's pointed really down, the tom will sound thin. And if it's pointed towards the center, it'll sound more meaty. So again, I'm trying to point towards the center, but not too far, because I don't want to get too much snare leakage in the microphone. And the height of it, approximately the 3-finger rule again.
Great, so now that you have that set up, what do you do with the bottom microphone?
Basically, it's just a mirror image. I'm going to try to mirror the angle that the microphone is coming in. I'm using a matched pair, and I'm going to match the angle and the height and just pop it on there.
That's pretty much it, you guys. We're not going to walk you through exactly like each tom because the techniques are all very similar.
Yeah, for the rest of the toms, I pretty much do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
So when you get over to the floor tom where there's cymbals, ride cymbals, and stuff like that in the way, you just may have to position the mic more downwards, like we were saying before, just to get out of the way of the cymbals. And again, if you're the player, you want to be comfortable, and if somebody else is a player, they've got to be comfortable. But sometimes you get the player to make a little bit of a compensation because everybody wants to be happy. You want the best possible sound, and you want the performer to perform properly.